It's time to discover Dão. Located in the center of Portugal, the Dão region is the second oldest wine region in Portugal. Reds, whites, rosés, sparkling wines are all produced here, and the quality of the wines matched by the value make them great wines to discover. Join us as we discover this wonderful region and the diversity of wines and styles. Enjoy the video, give it a like, comment at any time during the video, and subscribe to our channel for more. Portugal is a popular wine destination, and we all know Porto, Douro, Alentejo, and more. But the Dão region in Portugal is the second oldest wine region in Portugal. It may be new to you, but it's not a new region. The region was established in 1908, and it's located in the center of Portugal, approximately an hour-and-a-half drive southeast from the city of Porto. It's surrounded by 5 major mountain ranges that shelter the region from outside influences. And this acts as a barrier to the coastal rains as well as the continental winds. And then you have 3 main rivers that run through the Dão. And this region was never commercially exposed because of the forests that surround it. So there are about 150 wineries, including 5 cooperatives across 5 subregions. The terroir is very specific to the region because of these lack of outside influences. The climate is temperate. It has a continental climate with Mediterranean influences. So that means that the winters are coldy and rainy and the summers are dry and hot. And then you have that huge diurnal shift of more than 30 degrees between day and night, which results in a lot of freshness and elegance in the wines. And we have a lot of granitic soils. So all of this makes it pretty special. On top of that, we're having vineyards that sit really high elevations, about 1,300 feet above sea level, so they get sun exposure. And to understand these, characteristics of climate and soil and everything else really helps to understand the wines. The primary red grapes are Touriga Nacional, Tinta Roriz, which is also known as Tempranillo, Alfroxero, Jaen, and Tinta Cow. The primary white grapes are Encruzado, Malvasia Fina, Cercial, Goveo, and Bical. Reds, whites, rosés, and sparkling wines are all produced in the Dão. And traditionally, this was a region that was known for its blends, with each of these grapes offering different qualities to the wines. But today there are single variety wines as well, which we're about to discover. So Cindy, start us off. What do you got?
That's right. Well, I'm going to start off with some sparkling right here. The Cabriz Espumante Natural Bruto 2017 Matado Clásico from Dão. The Cabriz brand belongs to the Global Wines Group, and it's known for its excellent quality-price ratio. And the portfolio itself has a whole range of sparkling wines, and this is just one of them. It's a blend of 3 indigenous grapes, Bical, Encruzada, and Malvasia Fina. And it's made in the traditional method, whereby the second fermentation is in the bottle. Then it's cellared for 24 months before release. So let's give it a try. Just delightful, so flavorful. I get a lot of white fruits, the pulp, like peach pulp and apricot pulp, and some toasted like cereal notes, biscuit, scones, and it's really fruity and fresh. I mean, this is such an easy drinking wine, and for the price, get a couple of bottles. I just love it. The Malvasia Fina gives it, I think, the flavor, and the Bical gives the wine body and some guts to it. So this is a really good wine. Highly recommended. Really happy about this. Christine?
Yum, that sounds delish. I'll be right over. An indigenous, I'm a white wine variety gal, and just excited about this one. An indigenous white grape from the Dão is Encruzado. This grape is capable of producing exceptional white wines, so I'm a fan right off the bat. In blends, Encruzado provides a lot of the structure. In my glass today, this is the Kelman 2017 Dão Encruzado. It is 100% Encruzado, and the grapes start fermentation in stainless steel tanks And then it is finished in French barrels where there's frequent batonnage, which is the French word for lees stirring. And that occurs, and then this beautiful wine is aged for 10 months in new French barrels and 1 month in stainless steel tanks. So we've got that beautiful balance between the richness and the complexity of barrels and the crispness of what a stainless steel tank gives. It's then held in bottle for at least a year before release. So I'm going to try this. I can smell it from here, and I just want to get closer to this wine. Wow. Oh my goodness. It is bright. It is complex. I can just continually smell this fresh peach. It's almost like a lime zest with some red apple on the side. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have a sip now. Woo! This is exceptional. It is medium full bodied. So it's got some depth, it's got some weight, but it's also crisp and refreshing. It's like all the good things in one glass. This wine has like killer vibrant acidity and this like amazing lingering mineral-esque finish. Creamy and delicious. Oh my gosh. Allison, can you top that?
I don't know if I can top that, but I figured you would like Encruzado since Jancis Robinson has called it very Chablis-like, and I know you are a Chardonnay fan. So
Right.
would you agree to some degree about that?
That wine specifically is more full-bodied than a Chablis, but there's definitely with that the vibrant acidity and the minerality for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's its own grape, so of course.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
Well, moving down the line, I mean, we got sparkling, we got white, and I've got rosé. I have the Pedro Cancela 2021 Touriga Nacional rosé. This is a $10 wine, and it's a rosé made with the region's queen grape, Touriga Nacional. Really pretty. It's, you know, everything you want from a rosé when it's sort of these vibrant aromas that come out of the glass. It's like freshly squeezed red berries. It's got a lot of minerality. I like the balance of red fruit, acidity, and freshness with the minerality. Makes it a really textured rosé that I want to have with sushi or sailfish or even poultry, or just kind of sip on a day by the pool. Really delicious. And for $10, you cannot beat that. What's next, huh, Christine?
Well, I'm Touriga Nacional as well. I do not know how to pronounce those words as well as you do, so I'm just gonna smile and ask for everyone's forgiveness. I have a $22 bottle, and this is the Julia Kemper 2011 Touriga Nacional. Touriga Nacional is actually an indigenous grape, again, to the Down region. So this region is obviously killer, and I must go and visit. In 2000, Julia Kemper, who was a lawyer, took over the 60-hectare property, 20 of which were under vine, that had been in her family for 400 years. Whew. She converted the property to organic and started making wine. Thank you, Julia. This wine has been aged for 10 months in new French oak. And it's, 2011. Let's get my nose in there. Woo! It is still bright and, oh my goodness. Oh, there are like blackberry and plum and blueberry, like really this kind of elevated fruit, red berry and plum. I have to take a sip. The age on this wine is doing it all of the justice. It's just adding these levels of harmony and balance. This is exceptional for $22. Are you kidding me? Yes, please. Yes, please, again and again. Allie, again, try and top that one.
Well, I'm going to try here. I have the Quinta de Maíz 2017 Jaen. This is a $22 bottle of wine. Luis Lourenço is one of the pioneers in the region to make single varietal wines. He was a math teacher and he left his career to make wine on the family property. And from the very beginning, he chose to only work with indigenous varieties. And what he did is he started making single varietal wines to understand what each varietal's individual characteristics were that contributed to the blend. But what he found is that they really were beautiful grapes on their own, and has bottled single, varietal bottlings of these. And Jaen was the grape that he found delivered the soft and round tannins. So aged in neutral oak, so we're not going to get any influence per se, except sort of, a little more texture and roundness. I'm getting a lot of sour cherry. There's a freshness to it. It's got a lot of those red fruits that you were talking about. It's just a really drinkable wine, soft tannins, fruity. I think Jaen is a grape that needs a little time to age, so it isn't a wine that I'd want to drink a year or two out of the bottle. So I think having about 5 years on it is doing it justice. Super food friendly, kind of in that kind of Pinot Noir-esque world of food friendliness. Really, really drinkable.
Sounds delicious.
Cindy?
It does sound great, but I'm going to beat all of you on price point. All of you on price point. My wine is a Soito 2015 Vinho Tinto DOC Dão. $10, girls,
Wow.
$10. And some of the best values are coming out of Portugal. You just have to know what to look for and where to find them. This is a wine from a family company created in 2013 by two professors, Jose Carlos and Sandra Suarez. And they are passionate about Dão wines. I think all of us are too at this point. And they decided to start an adventure to produce what they say is very unique wine, and this certainly is. This one is a blend of Touriga Nacional, a grape that I'm having trouble pronouncing, Afrochero, and Tinta Roriz. The Touriga Nacional supposedly adds the structure. The Afrochero, it adds the strawberry and high acidity, and the Tinta Roriz adds that sour cherry notes and tannin. So let me double check to make sure that's true. Wow, unique is right. This is so interesting, so good. If you want to just think out of the box and just go for it at $10, why not? I find blackberry and dark crushed blueberries in this, that mint that I like, and some really interesting spices. I can't help but believe they're indigenous to the region. It's very balanced. Wow, velvet, finesse, the tannic structure is just right there, on point, food-friendly acidity, that minerality, a little bit of chalkiness, and a really nice lingering finish. Gosh, these wines are really, really interesting. And I'm so happy we've had a chance to try all of these wines from Dão. What a treat.
Yeah, it's a really special region. I had the privilege and pleasure to visit a number of years ago. And what I've always noticed is that whenever I have Dão wines, they're just elegant and fresh and delicious and good, well priced.
Yeah.
And they have great aging potential, which I think, Christine, you have a couple years on yours, and and so I hope that you enjoyed discovering Dão, and hope everyone watching enjoyed discovering Dão Portugal with us as we shared these wines. I think it's a really special little place. It's in the heart of Portugal. Some people have called it the Burgundy of Portugal. So, I hope we've teased your fancy there for your next trip that you're planning. So let us know your thoughts. And if you've had the pleasure of enjoying a wine from Dão, please share it with us. Give us any comments, like our video, and subscribe to our channel for more. Cheers.
Cheers.